On a live daytime talk show, a seemingly small social gesture or its absence lit up social media, triggered speculation about political allegiance, media optics, and personal stress. What looks like a celebrity moment soon becomes a window into deeper questions. How media institutions navigate ideology, how individual voices cope under pressure, and how what happens in the studio reflects shifts in American politics. Today, we unpack the moment when Alyssa Farah Griffin appeared to be snubbed on The View and what it means. Stay tuned. First, a quick recap. The View has long branded itself as a talk show with women of different backgrounds and perspectives around the table, engaging in hot topics ranging from politics and culture to scandal and beyond. In August 2022, Alyssa Farah Griffin, a former political staffer, joined the show as a permanent co-host. Her presence already shifted the tone, a conservative-leaning voice in a panel dominated by more liberal perspectives. On a recent episode, celebrity guest Ariana DeBose walked onto the stage, apparently greeting all the co-hosts except Alyssa. Viewers immediately zeroed in on the moment. The hugs, the cheek kisses, the smiles, all directed at the other hosts, while Alyssa seemed bypassed. One Reddit commenter captured the reaction succinctly. "I thought I was overthinking it. I definitely saw that." Others were blunt. "So awkward. Ariana could have done so less rudely by just addressing Alyssa in a perfunctory way." Was it deliberate snub, an oversight, a social media illusion? That's what makes this moment interesting. Here's why this snub matters more than just a celebrity cold shoulder. Alyssa Farah Griffin is not just any co-host. She previously worked in the Trump administration as press secretary to Vice President Pence, among other roles. Post-administration, she joined this very talk show that critiques politics daily. She embodies the intersection of media, politics, and partisanship. Now, overlay this, the guest is a high-profile figure, the on-air moment occurs, the social media machine hums, Reddit threads ignite. All of a sudden, a lighthearted greeting becomes code for something bigger. Ideological alignment, belonging at the table, acceptance, and exclusion. In our polarized age, even who gets a hug matters. When someone with a conservative credential is left out of the greeting lineup, people read into it. Is this about politics? Is this about social signaling? What message is being sent? And perhaps one of the most striking facts, Alyssa recently revealed she has cried multiple times on the job simply because she often holds the only dissenting opinion at that table. So the studio isn't just a set of cameras, it becomes an arena for identity, power, and voice. Let's zoom out. This single moment echoes a number of broader themes: media pluralism and tokenism. When a show invites a voice from the other side, ideological, political, is that voice genuinely integrated, or is it the token conservative? And when subtle social cues appear, like a skipped greeting, it raises the question of acceptance versus superficial representation, emotional labor, and minority voice stress. Alyssa's admission that she's cried at work because she often has the only opinion that's different points to the immense pressure of being the outlier. It's one thing to disagree, it's another to be consciously or subconsciously sidelined. Daytime TV is polished, smiles, hugs, laughter. But behind the camera, tension, ideology, friction. An unnoticed non-greeting may be so small, but it ripples because the stage is public. Social signaling in a 24/7 media ecosystem. Each micro gesture, hug, glance, nod, becomes source material for thousands of tweets, Reddit posts, comment threads. Media consumers read signals, which means the show isn't just about words. It's about body language, positioning, perceived alliances. Partisanship penetrating daily culture. A talk show moment gets analyzed like a diplomatic spat. That's where the global and geopolitical link comes in. When culture is politicized, When every handshake or non-handshake becomes a statement, even what happens on the couch in a TV studio feeds into the larger narrative of divided societies. So, what can we learn about the United States, its media landscape, and its culture from this episode? Polarization isn't just on Capitol Hill. It trickles into daytime television, into greeting rituals, into who gets acknowledged. Being the other side is difficult even in a so-called equal space. Alyssa isn't hidden, she sits at the table. But the stress of being the only dissenting opinion remains measurable. Media institutions are under strain. When viewers notice snubs, they're saying this should be a space for open dialogue, but perhaps it isn't, and that matters for trust in media. Appearances matter. The moment itself is small, but for viewers, it signals much bigger things. That's how meaning is made in our era of microaggressions, microgestures, and viral moment cultures. Global watchers take note. While this was a US talk show, the pattern is visible worldwide. Talk shows as battlegrounds for ideology, networked audiences reading every gesture. So, for your global audience, this is a case study in how cultural political fault lines show up in everyday entertainment. Let's end with some questions to you, our audience. Was the snub intentional or just an awkward social moment? Does intention even matter once the audience perceives it? If you were in Alyssa's shoes, as the minority voice at a table of 5, what would you do? How would you balance being genuine, influential, and accepted? Do talk shows like this truly serve as forums for diverse viewpoints, or are they shaped by the dominant ideology of the audience? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe for more global and geopolitical media analysis, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching. In a world where a greeting or its omission can spark a viral conversation, we find once again that the personal is political, the studio is a stage for culture wars, and we all live in the audience now. Until next time, I'm Celeb Buzz USA, bringing global perspectives back home.